Meet Cute has some exciting changes coming your way, so get ready to level up your listening. Craving new Meet Cute episodes as soon as they drop? Discover a new episode of our addictive audio series, from romantic comedies to dramas to fantasies, Tuesdays and Fridays on our main feed, Meet Cute Originals. Plus, get a special bonus series on Mondays throughout the summer. Prefer to binge listen? Get the full series in one single episode, dropping on the last day of the series run. Say goodbye to the Meet Cute All Access subscription, because now all listeners can enjoy our series anywhere, anytime, completely free. Because at Meet Cute, stories are on us, always.
Before we dive into the story, I'd like to start off by saying that I used to be an ordinary graduate student. I did nothing but slave away for my professors day in and day out. It seemed so unfair to just die like that. But then I came back to life. Being dead was weird. Coming back to life was weirder. But even weirder than both those things combined was coming back to life and realizing that I was inside of the romance novel I'd been reading. Except, I wasn't me. I was Seria Sterne, villainess of the story. And even worse than being reincarnated as a literal villainess was, if I'm remembering correctly, and I am, this villainess gets freaking beheaded at the end of the story. I died an early, violent death in my first life, and I refused to go through that again. So I realized that if I wanted to live, I'd need to do things a little differently than how Seria did them in the book. The story is about a dimension-jumping heroine named Lena, who all the guys fall for, namely Rouche and Callis, the two male leads. In the story, Rouche and Lena marry at the end, and Callis commits suicide, in despair after my character, Seria Sterne, is killed. So I had this idea. If I can keep my enemies to a minimum, repair relationships that the real Seria destroyed with her wickedness around the castle, and keep myself from getting tangled up with Rouche and Lena, I should be able to survive this.
Ah, my lady. What a gorgeous, perfect day in our kingdom.
It took a little getting used to at first, but having servants really isn't so bad. It is a lovely day, isn't it? The sun is shining, the birds are chirping.
And a saint descended from the heavens.
What?
A blessing from above. There she is now, walking the courtyard. She's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. But besides you, of course, milady.
Who is that she's walking with?
Oh, my lady? Is that not you intended?
Well, it appears Lena has arrived and has already made fast friends with Callis. When I first got here, I worked hard to get Callis to like me, seeing as it was him who would eventually have me beheaded. I did, perhaps too good of a job because I somehow found myself engaged to him, which I thought would be perfect because it would protect me from getting wrapped up with Rouche. But if Lena and Callis get too close, that could be trouble for me. I was out on the balcony when...
Lady Seria.
Where did you come from? Your Grace. Greetings. It was Rouche, the male lead in the story who would eventually marry Lena. I had spent basically all of my time trying to steer clear of this guy.
You shouldn't be out here in the cold. If you get sick, that meddlesome fiancé of yours is likely to make a scene and send for a high priest.
My apologies, Your Grace. I was just
We saw the ladies intended walking with a saint in a courtyard earlier. And ever since then, Seria's been feeling quite ill. My lady, you're a Stern. You have the power of the gods. You're the most holy being in the Empire.
The saint is to be escorted to the High Church as soon as possible. I don't want any problems around here. Farewell, Lady Seria.
Your Grace. Oof, finally. He's gone.
Palace is intended. It's such a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lena.
Where did you come from?
I've been longing to meet you.
And I've been longing to avoid you at all costs.
I'm Lena. Maybe you've heard everyone calling me a saint. I don't know. It's because I fell from the heavens.
I guess I have heard that.
Callis said your wedding dress fitting is today.
I should be getting ready, actually.
I haven't seen one of your kind's wedding dresses before. You know, since I'm from another world and all.
Wait, how are they already on a first-name basis? It took me almost a year to get him to let me call him anything but Your Grace.
Oh, my lady.
What?
I'd love to watch you change into the dress.
She wants to watch me undress? This part was not in the book. I don't think that's customary.
A powerful woman like yourself has to follow every rule.
Oh, come on. Don't be so easily offended. So she made a little mistake. The saint is just trying to do her job.
Do you think if Archduke Rouche asked to watch me change, you'd think it was acceptable?
Why would Archduke Berg ask to watch you get changed?
Exactly. It would be inappropriate, and you'd be jealous, right?
Wait, what? You think Lena was trying to seduce me?
Why did you just call the saint by her first name in front of your fiancé? Maybe you're forgetting some customs as well.
Don't look at me like that, Seria. No, I've been appointed as Lena's protector. We've gotten close.
This is just like in the book. Lena's powers become unstable after she falls into this world, and as the head of House Hanaton, Callis gets appointed as her protector. I thought because he was engaged to me, this wouldn't happen.
Seria, are you mad at me?
You could say I'm a little annoyed that the luck I thought I had struck in your falling in love with me seems to be running out. I'm getting ahead of myself. I can't show that I'm angry. I need to play it cool. No, of course, I'm not mad.
I actually have to go see Lena again right now. Her powers are so unstable, I have to be around to be able to control them.
In moments like these, when Callis is doing or saying something so utterly without tact, it's hard to be a good person. I'm starting to understand why the Seria Sterne from the book was a diabolical raging witch all the time. I need some air. Oof. Oh, she fell from the heavens. She's so perfect with her perfect heavenly hair and her perfect heavenly teeth and her perfect heavenly...
Excuse me, Your Grace. You look unwell, my lady.
Oh, Eliot, you scared me.
I'm sorry. It's just I heard you whispering and I thought you were with someone, but obviously you're alone.
Eliot Knight, commander of House of Burr. I know.
I heard you're suffering from a cold. Maybe the inspection of the glacier today overtaxed you.
No, I'm fine. I can handle my duties. Within House Burke's dominion, there rests an extraordinary mass of ice known as the Beast's Tomb. House Burke is charged with periodically checking the barrier around the glacier to prevent the emergence of monsters. And they require the power of the gods wielded by Sterns, like me, to do so. In the book, Seria would, occasionally, put off going to the lake for inspections, and everyone thought she was a total brat. If I want to solidify my position and survive this, then I've got to properly carry out all of my duties as a Stern. But Eliot's right. It is really taxing, especially when it's always this cold out.
Milady, why don't I take you back to the castle?
I guess I am kinda tired.
Ah, look who it is!
You've got to be kidding me.
Lady Seria,
What are you doing here?
did you just ask me what I am doing in my own house's dominion?
Whoops. I only asked, because...
What reason could you have for coming out to the lake in the dead of winter with no coat while afflicted with such a terrible cold?
Your Grace, I appreciate your concern, but...
Do you?
Why is he acting like this? Is he flirting with me? I do. I appreciate everything you do. You're the Archduke. Am I flirting back? My cold really isn't that bad, and I've got to stick to my duties as a Stern.
I remember a time, not so long ago, when you didn't seem concerned with your duties at all. Why are you all of a sudden such a good little worker bee for the house?
Oh, I've realized doing my duties is my passion.
Doing your duties is your passion.
Well, yes.
Is this not just an attempt to weaken your health even more, so that you might catch your fiancé's attention?
Why would I need to catch his attention? He's my fiancé.
It seems to me like the saint quite has his attention lately.
Why would you say that?
Have you finished the inspection?
Yes, Your Grace.
Have you finished your inspection yet? Ugh, where does Rouche get off acting so high and mighty? I mean, I guess he is the Archduke, but why does he have to be such a jerk?
Well, if you're done, then let's head back.
Of course, Your Grace.
Why is he looking at me like that? Am I crazy?
We mustn't allow this precious Stern's health to deteriorate even more than it already has. Here, take my coat.
Oh, thank you. I get it. He doesn't want me to get sick. Why does he even care?
If I didn't already know you to be an intelligent woman, I would start to wonder.
Oh, his gaze continues to linger. Wait, this whole interaction has been so confusing. There is totally something going on between us. But that's bad. That's really bad. I can't be flirting with Rouche when I'm getting married to Callus in a week. That's the kind of behavior that gets you beheaded. I need to avoid him as much as possible. But there is something about him. I just want the wedding to wrap up as soon as possible so I can get out of this place. There's only one reason why I'm staying at Hausberg's palace right now. Sterns are considered to be such holy figures within the empire that they can only take part in certain important rites, such as the exchanging of wedding vows at a limited number of places. One of those is Hausberg's dominion, which guards the frozen lake. I'm starting to hate this book. And here's another problem. Lena isn't just a saint. She's actually a Stern too. As soon as it's revealed that she's a Stern, I'm not gonna seem so special anymore. I need to stay focused on making this wedding happen so I can quietly make my exit. I should be fine. Right?
My lady? Are you in here?
Baby! Abigail Orion, my escort knight, and my one actual friend here at the castle. She's been away for a few weeks. Maybe that's why I've been feeling off. It's not that Lena is ruining all of my plans. How was the beast expedition? You look good. You weren't injured, were you? Did you have enough to eat while you were gone?
My lady, breathe in, breathe out.
Okay.
Better? I'm excited to see you too, my lady. I miss you.
Did you
Did I what?
kill anyone? Bibi was an assassin before she was my escort knight.
I've never hurt anyone who didn't deserve it. And everything went perfectly. Though I particularly missed you when my armor turned cold as ice.
I wanted to go on the beast expedition with you so badly, but no one would let me. And this is exactly why. I can't have my Bibi freezing to death out there just because she doesn't have a Stern with her. Okay, so one of the reasons that I'm important around here is because armor is crafted using Constellation steel. These special armaments, known as astral armor, protect their wearers from being poisoned by magic. The knights who battle demonic beasts hold Sterns in high esteem, because without our intervention, their body heat would be stolen away by prolonged contact with astral armor. Maybe Rouche wasn't flirting with me before. Maybe he was just protecting me because I'm a precious Stern. Well, for now I'm precious. Once everyone finds out that Lena is also a Stern, I'm screwed. I need to solidify my usefulness around here. And I've got to get my head out of the Rouche-shaped gutter and focus on my upcoming marriage with Callis. Later, I was heading back to my chambers when I saw Lena and Eliot whispering in the library.
Why do people keep talking about how much Lady Seria has changed this past year? Was she really so awful?
Well, it was like one day she woke up and someone else was in her body.
Why does she visit the glacier every day? I want to go.
Only Sterns can purify the lake's barrier.
I envy her.
Milady, what do you mean by that?
How do I become a Stern?
Oh, milady, you're already a saint.
But doesn't Stern sound more dashing? The glacier can only be purified using a Stern's magic, so everyone in the palace is interested in her. Even with my divine power, I can't do that.
What's she getting at here?
I don't know if I'm supposed to mention it, but the house is throwing you a big welcoming reception soon.
I suppose. I can't help it. I want to be one so bad.
That greedy little...
Your birthday is coming up, Lady Seria. You usually put up such a fuss, but this year you've been quiet.
The original Seria Sterne was born on a wintry Wednesday. They have a rhyme here. A child born on Monday has a lovely face. A child born on Tuesday is filled with God's grace. A child born on Wednesday is full of sorrow, but a child born on Thursday brims with all the love of tomorrow. A child born on Friday shows others kindness and grace. In the original novel, Seria thought it was all so unfair. And it is. But after she awakened as a Stern, she quickly fell in love with having a wintry Wednesday birthday. Seria officially became a Stern on her 15th birthday, when the awakening of her spiritual powers was heralded by the appearance of a small star on her neck.
Also, milady, I thought you should know. The saint has been showing a lot of interest in Constellation Steel.
Oh, does she have an interest in dying? It's dangerous for her to go near that stuff before her powers have stabilized.
Oh, you know the saint. She's inquisitive.
Will you focus on what you are doing instead of the saint?
I'm sorry, milady.
I'm going to go outside.
Milady, what about your cold?
I feel much better. It doesn't matter how many times I've seen these silver laurel boughs. They're still amazing. Inspecting the glacier isn't possible without it. The silver laurel, whose branches have the power to both strengthen and purify the barrier, is also used as a substitute by knights when a Stern isn't available. Maybe I'll ask Bibi to come with me to the glacier today. Oh, shoot. I'm so clumsy.
You appear in quite high spirits, Lady Seria.
Your Grace! Of course, this is when he walks in. When I'm on my hands and knees looking like a klutz.
Here, let me help you.
You don't... Oh!
I can't watch a lady on her hands and knees cleaning up a laurel branch mess all by herself. What are you doing with all of these? Going to the glacier again?
I was thinking about it.
I don't trust you, Lady Seria. I think you're doing this because you want something.
I'm just trying to be a good person.
You are quite the enigma, Lady Seria Sterne. I might actually find myself a little sad when you leave to go live at House Hanaton.
My lady, your wedding presents have arrived. Marquis Hanaton has sent you a sapphire.
Callis has given me so much. I'd like to return the favor by giving him something before the ceremony.
I should head out.
So soon, Your Grace?
In case you haven't noticed, as the head of House Burke, I don't have time to consider wedding gifts for other men. Goodbye, Lady Seria.
Of course, Your Grace. I could allow myself to get distracted by Rouche, but I need to stay focused. My life is literally on the line here.
Lady Seria?
Oh, Bibi, what's wrong?
It's a catastrophe. The saint, Lady Lena. She collapsed after touching the constellation's steel monument. Not only that, the monument itself turned transparent and began to shine.
That means...
Yes. A new Stern has appeared.
You've got to be kidding me.
Enjoying I've Become a True Villainess? Get even more of Seria and Rouche with the full story. Available only on Manta. Visit manta.net/meetcute to enjoy a special discount for Meet Cute fans.